whichever way you look at it, you know, this is an incredible dig, because the bottom line is, as we all recall, Meghan Markle famously said that she not well sat on that now sofa alongside her beau-to-be, the former royal known as Prince Harry, that she knew nothing about the British monarchy. The BBC interviewed Michelle Hussein, pressed, but no, apparently she didn't. And then even Prince Harry backed this up by basically saying he was relieved to know that Meghan had been Googling elements about the British monarchy and he'd stumbled across it. Really? One has to ask, does one not? Exactly, how dense do you need to be? So what's really interesting is this particular former friend who cruelly was cut out of Meghan's life after seemingly making one slight blip, and it really was one slight blip. But slowly, very slowly, it appears she's currently fighting back. As ever, let me explain. Hi, good morning. How are you? Nice to see you. We'll have a quick wave today. Lovely to have your company. I mentioned in the other video as well, somebody asked me about my Remembrance Sunday, you know, the poppy, the veterans. I've got it here. It's a clip. I think you can see it. It's a beautiful little emblem that I bought simply because, as I said, they don't break away. And the bottom line is I'm getting really angry that every time I put my coat over it, something falls out. And I thought I really want to show support. So I got something more permanent, which I'm sure you'll agree is a better thing. A lot of people actually ask me about it as well when I'm up and down the street. It's a type-in really, but I like to wear it as a clip, as I say, to show support. And obviously we should all do this if we can. I do support the British Legion and everything that they stand for, all of those wonderful brave men and women to this day. Back as ever though to your breaking royal story of the day. This really is going to be very problematic for Meghan Markle. Make no two ways about it, because the one-time pal, you see, Jessica Mulroney, was the inner circle, invited, as we now know, to that royal wedding, and seemingly the go-to person for all things stylized, you know, making Meghan look ultra sleek, the best friend, the very connectable, let's not forget also, best friend that she became well cemented to while filming Suits out in Canada. And that friendship looked seemed to have lasted, you know, when they went off, first of all, back to Canada and then to America, everything was going really well. Jessica made one blip, profusely apologized, and everything fell apart. But it falls down to this particular thing, and I think this is a very chilling move by Jessica Mulroney. Make no mistake about this, because Jessica recently posted up to social media all of her family's associations to the British monarchy. In fact, you know, meeting the now King, Prince Charles, meeting our late Queen, the Duke of Edinburgh, all of this sort of stuff. And according to a very well-placed source close to Jessica, they told me this, and as ever, we have to say allegedly. But the bottom line is this, and it's fascinating. Apparently, Jessica and Meghan had a lot of conversations about the British monarchy. You know, what was the Queen like? How exciting was it to be in her presence? What indeed was the Duke of Edinburgh like? All of that sort of stuff. This from a woman who claimed she knew nothing of the British monarchy. This from a woman who we know sat outside Buckingham Palace, and this from a woman who was caught reading a magazine all about Princess Kate, Catherine, the Princess of Wales, ahead of her wedding. Now, we don't need to go into great detail. You can just see the veneer, shall we say, of transparency through this. But the bottom line, as I say, for Meghan and Harry, is now people are openly fighting back. Very subtly, I might point out by Jessica. Very shrewd move, I might say. But according to that well-placed source, Meghan was obsessed with the British monarchy, and in particular, the romance between William and Catherine at the time, which resulted in a loving marriage. So why on earth would you go on camera claiming you didn't really know that much? They weren't a big thing for her in America. The royals are mega. Where were you hiding? Clearly, again, selective memory syndrome. But Jessica Mulroney has only just started the fight back. Meghan, you should be very worried indeed. You told Jessica quite a lot. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.